Hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. I am a couple of minutes late, you are correct, Adam. But unfortunately, YouTube is YouTube, and YouTube is the worst. I'm doubly late, actually, because my video was finished a couple of days ago. But I'm still waiting on the little yellow sign of justice to actually figure out exactly what I'm supposed to do and whether or not this video will earn me any of those precious shill dollars, which apparently are so important that they sometimes just don't give them to you. Yeah, waiting on that. Mrs. Sick is currently not with us. I am so sorry to basically everyone because she is the reason most of you turn up. She is currently doing a D&D thing, or is it a P&P thing? I don't know, but it's basically Dungeons and Dragons with her friends. She and probably they will turn up shortly. They include Kirpstein and Fallen Cookie, some of you may know. Anyway, yeah, so the YouTube thing, that's been driving me completely nuts for the last couple of days, specifically because last 2 weeks they have managed to get it checked within 2 hours, and this time it's just taking days, and I don't know. Don't do YouTube, folks. Certainly don't do it if you should be getting money, but don't because they don't care. The thing that I wouldn't here's the thing. Here's what they should do that I don't understand why they don't, but you get the thing. It goes, yeah, we found that there's some questionable content or whatever it is they say. Okay, give me a timestamp. You give me a timestamp when someone copyright strikes me. That's fine. I mean, okay, I've had a copyright strike that was literally the whole video, and they definitely didn't own the whole of my fucking video. So I don't know, but what is this payment you talk about? I'm intrigued. Yeah, occasionally I get paid some money, and as far as I'm concerned, like I thing that drives me completely up the fucking wall is people who are like, oh, so you're just doing this for the money? No, I'm not just doing this for the money. I'm doing this because A, it fits my lifestyle. B, I do have other income sources. And C, if I'm supposed to get paid for something, and for all intents and purposes, there is money that I should get, I'm going to get it. You know, I think that's a reasonable thing to do, a reasonable thing to expect. And yeah, and if you think that I shouldn't, like, do you expect to get paid for the work you do? Yeah, so shut up. But fuck, I had a point and now it's gone. Sorry, I have been drinking. The most important thing to do. Give us some D as well. Yeah, make money with the super duper pooper scooper. I mean, it depends how much poop it scoops. Is it super duper if it only scoops a pooper? I would expect it to also do the washing up. If someone creates something for someone else to enjoy, you should be paid, whether it's YouTube content or not. Well, more than anything, the way I see it is if you make something and lots of people enjoy it to the point at which they are willing to pay for it, then why shouldn't you get paid? There's definitely a contingent of people on the internet who don't understand people getting paid, and I don't know if it's necessarily jealousy. I don't want to attribute motive to people, but I can't imagine any other reason to get so angry about it other than you don't get paid for it, so why should anybody else? There's like a whole website dedicated to taking content off of Patreon and giving it out for free. Now, see, it puts me in a bit of a moral quandary because I have almost no shits given about piracy, but that's against giant multinationals. I don't pirate indie stuff because A, it's usually really, really cheap, so just buy it. B, it's usually a lot better. I mean, I'm talking about games here, but you know, I pay for the things that are good generally, or eventually they get my money somehow. But you know, I just don't. A single artist on their own making something, let's fucking pay for it. You don't need it. You're not going to die without it, and it's not like some huge overarching multinational thing that I don't know. I don't get it. Why should he be paid if I don't? Yeah. As a research scientist, the super duper pooper scooper also works for anti-vaxxers. Very, very good point. Yeah. Cash my NASA paycheck. Here's some shill money. Is that the entirety of the NASA paycheck? Because that surprises me. I usually get a lot less than that from my NASA paycheck. Usually, I just get a punch in the tits. Yeah. So that video is currently up in the air. I'm going to keep checking on it. I was thinking that if it happens to get like monetized or not, either way, during this stream, which is very, very unlikely because they are being super goddamn slow today. But if it was, I might do one of those. I can't remember what they call it, but you get the live chat along with it. I can't think of the word for it. Sorry, I cannot brain at the moment. Only thing I pirate anymore is bad comics. No way am I paying $5 for a crap fest that is War of the Realms from Marvel. Yeah, like this. There's things that you weren't going to pay for anyway. That you Premiere, yes, thank you, Premiere, YouTube Premiere. I will if it happens. I sincerely doubt it, but if it does, that would be an amusing thing to do at the moment. And I've had enough whiskey put into my body that I wouldn't care. Normally, when I publish, I'm stone cold sober, and the anxiety gets the best of me, man. It's not good. It's not good. Where is Doggo? He's not about at the moment. He's probably working. He works weekends because he's insane, and he has one of those real jobs. Although we had a nice heart-to-heart chat last weekend. If any of you, I'll give you as much information as is available on his Twitter. He split up with his missus fairly recently, and it's been rough. And that's all I'm going to say on it. Super chat won't load. If I PayPal you £2, can you pretend this is a super chat? Did you see my DM? I sent you a video. Oh, I think I might have. And yeah, if you want to PayPal me money, do it. No. Let me have a look for the Twitters. Wow, as soon as a Google comes up, a web browser comes up, I cannot brain anymore. So I just typed. Oh, someone's appeared. A wild Mrs. Sick has arrived.
I need my glasses.
She needs her glasses. She's leaving again. She's never coming back. I saw a thing from Anne Adam, and I made no assumptions. Was it something about the Evolution song? Yeah, I think I've watched that before. I can't remember the exacts of it, but I remember it being quite silly. Right, wow, that was quick. She's back again.
Quick.
Well, normally when you leave the room, it's to go for a big stinky poop.
No, it's not. I poo like once a month.
I know. That's why you stay in the room so much. She saw the weirdos in the chat. Yeah. I can't remember what I was talking about. Protozoa is my name. I'm just a single cell. Here's a tip from your regional Illuminati representative. Thank you. We always need those Illuminati tips. Yeah, so I was just saying, mostly, I mean, there's a reason for the title, which is YouTube is not a fan of YouTube. YouTube does seem to want to self-destruct. And, oh, I remember what my initial point was. I wish that when they sent me oh, we're going to yellow this because we're not sure if this is bad. If they would just give me a timestamp, just tell me this bit from this bit, we think it has naughtiness in it and we don't like it. Okay. And if it's the whole video, tell me then, because then I can go, oh, right, well, I'll just publish anyway because, there's nothing I can do about it. Or if it's, this bit is very bad because you've kind of sort of maybe said poop, then just tell me. I see you haven't beaten the accent out of her yet.
Impossible.
Every time I beat her, she gets more Yorkshire. It's really annoying. Yeah. I thought it was breathtaking. Sorry to hear you and Ed have really good chemistry. That's hard to find. Hope he comes back to the terrible streams. Mostly he's just working like a madman. And we started doing these earlier because we started going to bed. We've done a full week of getting up like at reasonable times in the morning and going to bed at almost reasonable times. We had one night where we ended up going to bed at about 1 this week because we had friends over and we were meeting my best mate's new missus. And that was a lot of fun. We did a lot of VR stuff. It was great. I got her to play, well, everybody played, what's it called? I can't remember the exact name of it, but you go in a lift or an elevator if you're one of those people.
Your richest plank experience.
That was the one. Yeah, you go up from street level and then you walk out on a plank and you just look down and you can jump off or you can do all sorts. I went first. As soon as I walked out on it, I heard 2 or 3 people going, push him now. So I immediately put hands and knees on the floor because I was like, I ain't having no motherfucker push me into my TV because I know how stupid these people can be. And which then gave me the ability to roll off of the plank and strike a sort of a porn star pose as best I could.
Thank you, Megas.
Oh, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Wow. Skills. Love your stuff, man. Let Mystic out of the dungeons. She's out. She's out and about. She was the one who wanted to go into the dungeons, not... You can jump off ever since uni. That sounds sweeter by the day. Yeah. So that was a fun little night. But we still got up in the morning. We've been getting up even at the weekends, and that's the one that they say is the hardest part. Because usually, if it's the weekend and I don't have to get up to take the girls to school and that, I'm like, it's time to sleep in. Woo, woo, woo. But instead, I got up at reasonably normal times, except today, where I got up about an hour after I normally would. Still pretty good. And
So sick, doing porn since 2019. Oh, way before that.
I mean, I've made porns. Not ones that went on the internet, but, with Mrs. Shit happens. She's going to the dungeon to make out with dragons. I mean, she probably would. Dirty bitch.
About me going to the dungeon.
Because you were playing Dungeons and Dragons with your friends.
Technically, it's not Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, technically, they're not my friends. That's where I thought that was going. Apparently not. Pixel GTFO. Gay porn doesn't count. One of my exes.
Thank you,
absolutely
Donald.
loved it. The genius denizens of Flatardia will crush you. I mean, please let them. Just smash me with the disc, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah, technically it is Pathfinder.
Oh, is that a pump?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still D&D, innit? Stop trying to be clever. Hi, Mr.
Go even more technical. Technically, it's made up.
Technically,
it's not
none
a
of it's
Dungeons and Dragons one. It's not a Pathfinder one that I was doing.
Which one was this one?
The Fallout one.
Oh, they were doing a Fallout one. Where you play as a 8-foot tall idiot with a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not far off your real lifeness, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. She does tend to hit me with hammers. So did you ever come to a conclusion about the sex swing I mentioned a couple of weeks ago? See, the idea of a sex swing, I just don't get it. I can't. It just seems like a lot of effort, and sex is already quite a lot of effort. So, I'd have to. One of us would have to be strung up in the fucking thing. Oh man! By the time I'd got her into it, and she was all locked in place, it'd be like, "Sweet, I'm gonna go play video games."
Bye.
Exactly. My favorite.
Mrs. Sixy Gravy in a southern accent. Since you're a whiskey member, Adam.
Ah.
Oh God, who we got on? Gravy.
What the fuck was that offensive shit? That was just racist. Jesus Christ.
You pronounce your vowels weird.
Gravy.
Gravy.
I don't go gravy. Hello. Call lover duck. I'm fucking Cockney.
How do you say it?
Hey.
Exactly.
Gravy. Gravy, you slag.
That's what I was trying to do.
Gravy. You're trying to be just slightly more London than London.
No, I don't do accents.
But how I really say gravy is gravy, because I'm a soft southern shandy drinking wanker. As
Shakespeare, apparently. Forsooth.
Forsooth, where art thou, gravy? What's going on, gravy? And nothing important. Don't forget, folks, terrible stream, terrible people. These aren't supposed to be good. Have you read Yuval Noah Harari's 21 Lessons for the 21st Century? It's from Poland. Not only have I not read it, I've never fucking heard of it. But if it's good, that's great. I'm here to make an inspection penis. Okay, I mean, you inspect away. If you find any penises, you be sure to arrest them.
That's just his name.
Or is he a penis? Would he not be looking for vaginas then?
Or bum holes.
I mean, yeah, horses for courses and all that. Terrible people, my kind of crowd. Exactly. It's the only place to come to meet all the terribles. It's weird, and we're mostly terrible people because not extremists.
There we go. Adam gets it.
Penis check. There you go. There's a penis. My agency is classified. My job is to inspect streams and sometimes genitals. I mean, there is a lot of dicks in this stream. And sometimes some pussies. Did I just assume his gender? Probably. Depends if he cares.
Women can't be agents.
Fuck's sake. Women can't have jobs. Apart from secretary and teacher. That is not an opinion I actually hold. Thank you, YouTube. In my most recent D&D campaign, I'm playing a barbarian/wizard, okay, with serious anger issues. It's really fun. The fact I make a roll pretty much after everything makes it tedious, but raging just cause.
I tend to play any type of class that's just a pure idiot.
It's got to be a bit of fun to play an idiot.
They're either just naturally unintelligent or they're really intelligent to the point where they think that they're right at everything.
That's like if you're a 1 on intelligence, then you're just an idiot. But if you're like a 3, you're just so much more obnoxious because you probably think you're actually
my character in the Fallout one is 2 intelligence.
Yeah.
And one was I was going to take some psycho because you get agility from it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, but also you get -3 intelligence. So I went, oh, I will be a vegetable if I took that.
Surely it just brings you to a 0.
Yeah, but at a 0, you're a gibbering idiot, and you're just like mindless.
Okay, berserker.
Yeah, but to the point where you can't do anything. That's the point of 0.
That you've got to make concessions for that kind of stuff. Like it shouldn't be minus.
So you play as your husband then?
Yeah, that guy is an idiot. I mean, he married you for starters. I didn't do that, so thankfully I dodged a bullet there. Millennium Hand and Shrimp. What the fuck? I feel like that's probably come after something, but yeah. Yeah, Dunning-Kruger is most fucking morons. They're also running Kruger. I like the fact that you misspelled it. Like it's like every
Freddy Krueger.
everybody misspells it. Yay! We're all dumbasses, and that's the point. I'm getting so much attention today. Do you not get a lot of attention, Fred? I love you, Fred. You're my best mate, and that's not just the alcohol talking. Man, I need to zoom in slightly to this text because I am
mentally
squinting.
disabled tank was the brother to another party member who just hit what he told me to. That's basically what my characters are. People just tell me to do stuff and I do it. And since my character's really strong, anything with strength checks, everyone's like, "Oh, Eric, come and help us out."
Does it have like bash and things like that in it, so you can open locks by hitting them?
Yeah, I just do strength checks and everything.
Yeah. I always found that to be really bizarre the first time I played an RPG with the bash skill in it. It's like, oh, you've got to unlock this thing. And I was like, oh, I don't have any lockpicks or anything like that. It said, try bash. And I was like, what? Just hit it till it opens. Ah, that makes sense. Don't do it on chests usually because you might break them. But if it's a door, fuck doors. Nobody needs locked doors, especially not when you're stealing everything. I love you, Sick. Greetings from New York. If you want help taking down anti-vaxxers, I'm here for you. Research scientist. Oof.
Yeah, that's cool.
I will never understand people with real jobs in real scientists who like what I do.
You're too smart for me. Go away.
I'm an idiot. Go away, yeah. Yeah. Hit it with a brick. That'll fix it.
I think that's the answer to all life's questions.
I am sick. Speaking of sick, my kids keep being sick recently. Like my name is starting to become a little bit too what's the word? I want to say predictory, but that is not what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I don't want that to be the thing I always end up doing. But you're interested. What about my interesting, Fred? Sorry, I had to be a dick. I got to be smart about something. I mean, I can't do the spelling.
You're what you, Mr. and Mrs. Sick, human? I think I'm human.
Is that not Brainy, the other one? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I apologize.
What, Frank?
You're so much better at shit like that than me.
What, knowing people's names?
Yeah. I don't even remember my own name half the time. Wasteland on PC was the first game I played that had multiple paths to accomplish tasks. You could pick a lock, go at it with an axe or crowbar, or just blow it up. And just kill them all. John Cleese's philosophy on stupid people. Yeah, most people don't know just how unbelievably stupid they are. Generally speaking, if someone thinks they're stupid, they're probably not that stupid. There is occasional, like we have a friend who is incredibly self-aware. She's not super smart, but she's probably smarter than she thinks she is.
Who, me? What?
No, not you. You know who I'm talking about, though. Red hair. Married and still married. Moved away.
Oh, right, her, yeah.
Yeah. She's probably smarter than she thinks she is. She has the capacity to understand. She just doesn't have much sort of interest in learning. She just wants to survive. She's been through a lot of shit, basically. She's a good girl. She does. Sometimes she says,
"Is it cookie?"
No, but yeah, as a friend of ours, she's fucking hell. She's been through literal hell, and so I don't want to make like I'm not saying that her not being super smart is anything to say that she's not a good person. She's a great person.
No,
she's really lovely.
She can be a bit dim sometimes, but she's genuinely a really nice and good person. Yeah.
The worst thing she's ever done is just because her partner at the time was an absolute piece of shit, and I reckon he tried to get her to do it, which is asking. You know, we had more money than them, which was amazing because I know for a fact that they had more income than we did, and but we had some savings. We've always had a little bit of savings because just you need to, if you can, do it, for fuck's sake. And they tried to borrow like £100 off of us when we would occasionally lend them £10-20 just to sort of get through the week, but I expected to be paid back. But I was like, that ain't getting paid back, so you're not getting it. They got really, really pissed off with us. And I'm like, no, we're not. We're your friends.
It was for his birthday party.
That too. It was just for a birthday party.
Yeah.
Like, we would have happily hosted a birthday party here.
It wasn't even like a big birthday party. It was like
just a random one.
It was just a random one, yeah. Not a milestone.
And that's fine, but we're not a bank, and we're not your mum and dad. Like, there's friends that I will lend that kind of money to because they have the means to pay it back within a short amount of time. They technically had those means, but it wouldn't have happened. Pounds of what? Pounds of money. Just we don't our dollars, we weigh them. English pounds or sterling or whatever you want to call it. They wanted to borrow 100 quid, and it just wasn't going to happen. Especially not then. Fucking hell. The best flat earth debunkers are Sir Sick and Simon Dan. Okay. I mean, I've seen his work. I imagine that he's probably better. Everyone's better than me. I'm a fucking idiot. What I am is the funny one. That's my claim to fame. I'm not the smart.
I had a similar situation. I went and told them, dude, I'm your friend, not an ATM. Yeah, basically.
Like, we've had a lot of chats. Like, well, we have not a great income. You know, we're not on a lot of money, but we're very good at being frugal and very good at making sure we have some money in the bank. So it's amazing the amount of people we know with much higher incomes than us that just don't have any money saved at all. They're always skint. They're always absolutely nothing in their banks. And it just fucking confuses me because I don't think it's that hard. Oh, is Team Skeptic in the chat? Or are you just saying that Team Skeptic is good? Because either or, whatever. Seems like a good bro. Yeah. Wait, is the British money the one with the Queen on it? Yes, but not the one that is $1 with the Queen on it. That's Canadian money. Or Australian money. That's what I do to you. Sorry, what do I do to you? I'm not sure. Do I ding you? I'm Sir Sick and Simon Dan. How do you be both of us? Wait, am I called Lara Sylvia? Is that my real name? Fuck, I didn't know. Lara, such a manly name too. I had to slow down watching Simon Dan. Not that he was doing anything wrong, but listen to the idiots he debunks. Makes me want to shoot myself. Yeah, I mean, they're not much better on this channel, so do I have a PO box or anything? I want to send you some things. Are they bombs/anthrax? Because no time. I've got enough.
No, we don't really need that. We've had a clear out.
I'm willing to provide that sort of thing. It's quite expensive to have a PO box, so I don't have a constantly open one, but I can open one if what you're sending is cool enough. It doesn't have to be super valuable, but if you like want to send art or just that sort of thing, then yeah. Or if you want to send something that's, you know,
yeah, we like artwork.
Yeah, I can, like, all sorts of stuff. But I don't keep one constantly open because it's literally just a drain, and almost never anybody wants to send me anything. I wish there was a way of just having a safe address for free, but that's life for you.
Good night, President. Or Colby for President.
I'm pretty sure he's just the president.
Vote
Another
for
day
me.
filled with goddamn optimization problems ahead. Oh, I thought you were saying optimism problems ahead. God, you were saying that last night. You don't want to be optimistic. And it's such a
No, overly optimistic.
Overly optimistic. We started watching My Hero Academia. Yes, I know, weebs, shut up. It's a good show. It's a really good show. I'm watching it for the second time with Mrs. Sick, essentially. And fucking hell. If you like superhero stuff, it's great. If you like anime, it's great. If you don't know about it and you like anime, what the fuck have you been doing with your life? But just the main character of All Might, and we were just discussing how enjoyable he is. Not the main character. The number one hero in it.
Ow.
Is called All Might.
Keep your claws.
And he's awesome. Like, really, really likable. You watched Rising of the Shield Hero.
Oh, she's a twat.
The cat keeps running about like an asshole, which is basically what she is, and stinky too. Did we see Death Note? We watched the show. You've watched the film, and you said it was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
All Might is all right. I like that. He would probably say that as well. Keep your expectation down until someone surprises you. I mean, I see everything low anyway. Without a PO box, is there any way I can just send you a letter email? You helped me get through some dark times. Just want to thank. Yeah, man. My email is on my about page. Send away. I don't get a huge amount of email. And if you just want to talk to me directly, DM me, direct message me on Twitter. Both are open.
He's on Twitter a lot more, though.
Well, I check my email several times a day. That's not something that's struggled to get to me. It's just people don't. But the only problem with email is it's harder to have a conversation over email.
Oh, the weeb gut.
Been reading the manga among several other super weeb. Both in the UK and the USA, it takes 60% of people cannot pay a bill of $500 without going into debit. There are a number of sources via Google. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. What surprises me, like, people being on a low income isn't shocking. Like, we've been on ridiculously low incomes, although we had enough to cover something ridiculous. But it's when people have decent jobs. Like, I keep reasonably abreast of what my friends and family earn, just so that we don't ask them to do something that's going to put them out. If we want to go out.
It also pisses me off when you get family members who say that they can't, pay you back money, or they can't pay their rent and things, but they'll go out every weekend and drink.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. I mean, it's largely just irresponsibility. Like, I won't lend someone like that money.
Because you're probably 90% not going to get it back.
Yeah. We're probably about 50 quid in the hole to someone who didn't pay us back because, they were very irresponsible with money. Haven't fallen out with that person, sort of taken it as a loss, but we'll never lend them money again. And it taught us a lesson about exactly the amounts you can lend. The stupid thing is, if you can lend the right amount of money to basically anybody, as long as you know what they can pay back, then you'll get paid back. If you lend too much to someone, you'll never see any of it, not even the amount you would have gotten. Blah, de blah, de blah.
Willem Dafoe was Rugger?
Oh, it's Ryuk.
Oh, Ryuk, right, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever the fucking name is. Was in Death Note, didn't feel right. And I don't know, he was probably the best part about it.
I thought he made a good react.
He's a good actor, and he kind of looks gaunt enough to be able to play that.
Also, he does like to sleep under people's bed and just come out smoking.
I think it was everything else
sleep
around.
yet, kid?
It was everything else around it that didn't feel right, which made that character not feel right more than anything.
Yeah. What is it? The people that go out on Friday night spending excess of 100 quid. I wonder how they can get the mortgage when they have nothing. Yeah, it's absolutely like when I was really fucking poor, I could go out for about £20 and I'd have a decent night on that. Never understood until recently how you can spend that kind of money. And it's usually the way you spend that kind of money is not caring that you're spending that kind of money. I took a friend out because they needed a night out, and I hadn't been for a very long time. So I basically budgeted sort of a soft limit of £100 and a hard limit of 150. Hit the 100 easily, and when it got there, I was like, okay, everything else is just getting home now, and they'd already fucked off. So whatever. Much love from Michigan. Stop eating cats. But they're so delicious and free. What people should super chat me is like steaks. Willem Dafoe as all right, there we go. I've been so poor for so long that even if I could afford something expensive, I probably wouldn't get it because I'd be worried about the future. Yeah, it's understandable, but on the other hand, you've got to keep in mind false economies and
yeah, like the cheap versions of things, and they're not all. They always end up being worse.
We learned a reasonable amount of time ago to not buy these cheapy versions because you end up just replacing them all the fucking time and getting something. It doesn't have to be super expensive, but it shouldn't be the cheap version. Why eat cats? It's mostly just a joke about going to the.
Apparently, cats taste like chicken.
Delicious. The Sick merch store. Buy Sick brand merch because we're tired of eating cats.
Oh, I made a new T-shirt as well.
You did?
Yeah, it's not amazing, but some people might like it.
Well, the less you like a T-shirt, the more people are likely to buy it.
Probably.
Everyone go buy Sir Sick on the Prowl. She hates that T-shirt.
I fucking hate that one. Everyone likes it.
If you buy enough of it, she'll take it off, and then it'll be exclusive. I've never really been poor. I should try it. Yeah, I mean, some people have never really been poor. I should never have been poor. I come from quite a middle-class family, but I ended up homeless somehow. That was amazing. It's really amazing to see the looks of contempt on my family's face, mostly at themselves, when I just bring up I think it wasn't good for me, but it made me who I am, and it made me a stronger person. But fucking hell, they hate it being mentioned. Which one?
Next one.
Bottom one?
Liv can top.
Oh,
next
right.
to Adam.
Now into Chinese?
No, next
to. I had a pretty badly paid jobs for years, but saved money. When my car broke down for good, I just bought a new used cars. Lots of friends freaked out. They thought I must have won or stolen the money. Yeah, some people just don't comprehend saving money. And
it's like that thing. There's just that woman, and she's got like 8 kids. Is it 8? Might be 6.
It was quite a few kids.
She's got quite a lot of kids. She doesn't work.
Now, some people fucking hate this, and we think if you can do it, do it. She's on benefits.
She's on benefits, and she doesn't work, but her partner works.
Which is important, I think.
And he worked for the longest time as well. And she saved enough money over 10 years of having extra benefits, and
Because she had so many kids.
And through a partner working, she saved up for 10 years, small pieces all the way, so she can take all her kids and her partner to Disneyland.
And people freaked out about it. Because why should she have something?
She's not allowed that. She's on benefit. She's not allowed the luxury of holidays if she's not working.
She had no luxuries for 10 years. And I imagine none of them had particular luxuries. And, you know, if you can save it, then do with it what you will. Everybody else got that same amount of money. And it's not like it's a lot of money. That's the other thing. That's the thing that drives me up the fucking wall. You know, we've been at the bottom of the barrel, minimal government-assisted stuff. We didn't do it for a huge amount of time. But fuck me, that was hard to live on. That was very, very difficult. You know, when you just go to the shops and you look... One of our best days ever was when we could get bags of bananas for 20 pence a bag. We ate for like 3 days. And I had the best shits of my life. I really did. They were amazing. Nothing but bananas. You know, that was not fucking easy. And anybody who thinks that people who are in those positions are just lazy can go fuck themselves. Seriously. But it's an important thing to be in that place because, you know, without it, we'd have fucking died.
It helps you appreciate the value of money a lot more as well.
Yeah. You know, so we have a good idea of the value of money. I guess that's why with a lot of our friends who haven't been in that position that they don't really know how to take care of their own money. Bananas are great. Don't stick them up yourselves. Who would you say is better, Simon, Dan, or Team Skeptic? Me. There we go. No, wait, the cat.
I think you spelled sick man wrong.
Although my name isn't Dan, so... I mean, I know a Dan.
Quite a few Dans, actually. It's quite a common name.
I think it's more of an age thing. Like, I hate that when they're just... Like, there's a lot of people with my name kicking about. And I'm like, no, stop it. You're not allowed.
Sick. I am out of work due to ill health, and my JSA is 75 a week. And out of that, I pay for power and 20% council tax.
Yep.
Yeah, we know someone who's on JSA, and it just sucks though, because you have to support yourself while being incredibly fucking ill.
Yeah, that's the one that drives me absolutely mad. It's like, there are things that are in place that are supposed to help people who are ill, and they don't want people to be on it because reasons.
It's really hard to get on it as well.
Got a job, saved up 2 years, bought a house, and now I have a luxury budget. Because if you can, you should try to get some enjoyment. Yeah,
that's what a lot that we did. Is like if we had an excess money to spend, we would spend it on something that would be fun.
There was I had a set of rules when it comes. I still have it now. It's a little bit more lax than it once was, but it's still pretty tight, and that's why we have some savings. Is that when you buy something, it has to hit one of 3 criteria. Do you need it? Will it improve your life in some measurable fashion? Is it fun? If it is none of those 3 things, if you're just buying something because you think it's kind of kooky, don't fucking buy it. You buy things you need. You buy things that will make your life easier, faster, quicker, better in some fashion. Or you buy it because you will get joy out of it. Is that whiskey I hear?
You have a good ear, sir.
What am I drinking? I'm drinking Clark's Kentucky Straight Bourbon with Pepsi Max because it was cheap. And that's what I drink. I still drink cheap.
Yeah, but you like the cheap whiskies.
I actually kind of do, especially as mixers. My father and I run a small business, just the 2 of us. You can make it if you try. Sorry. All money pretty much goes into the business, so I live without. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, when you want a busy.
if it's building up, now if it's going back into the business and it's not going anywhere, there's some considerations to be made. I'm hoping that what you're saying is that it's going into making the business more profitable over time, and that'll be great. What is the cat eating? The cat eats IAMs, the most expensive cat food we can get, because A, it's good for her, and B, fucking hell, she's got the best fur you've ever felt on a cat.
It's really soft. I want to make slippers out of her.
If you want to know a rip-off, look at universal credit. Both if you're unemployed and also if you're low income. Government changes makes you about 2,000 worse off each year.
Oof.
Probably. I can legally drink whiskey for another 2 years. Oh, can't. Can't. What?
Can't legally drink whiskey.
What can you legally drink? Real crusaders do not require mixers with their spirits. Well, I'm not a real crusader. I'm a social inequality crusader. Different thing.
Clark's is the worst whiskey top 100 that it came out.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, but it's a bourbon and I don't give a fuck. It was cheap. You've got to understand cheap. I like cheap. Although if someone gave me one of those $8,000 barrels of Jack Daniels, I wouldn't say no. And even though I'd want to sell it, I'd probably drink it.
So she's
the emergency ration and the next winter cloak.
Not a cloak. She's not that big.
No, there's not enough of her. She'd make a nice pair of slippers.
She's a teeny tiny cat.
She'd make a lovely pair of slippers. Slippers out of a cat. That's a little creepy. But awesome. The business is auto repair. A lot of the money goes into upgrading tools to work on the new vehicles that keep coming out. Oh, fuck. So, is it a bit of a zero-sum game? Because, I don't know, man. If there's a way you can make it... I mean, I'm sure you know what you're doing better than I do, but, you know, in general, in businesses, you need to make more money than you were making last year eventually, just so you can fucking retire at some point with some money.
It's just Tim. Okay, good advice. I was just about to buy some Sursic merch.
Yeah, don't. No, I would say seriously, don't buy Sursic merch. Sursic merch is only worth it if you need it, if it's going to improve your life, or if it's fun. Now, it could be two of those things, but you definitely don't need it.
Would you rather eat dog or cat?
Dog sounds like it would be more fulfilling.
Dog apparently.
But I like dogs more.
Dog apparently tastes like quite gamey, and cats taste like chicken. They've got quite stringy meat.
Oh man, I'll have to eat a cat then. She's looking at me like, I love you, Daddy. And I'm like, we're talking about eating you.
Low-income people will still get their pets the best stuff. That's where you do not save.
It's good to get your pets decent stuff because they're a lot more expensive when you have to start paying for their healthcare. Fucking hell. She got a urinary tract infection at some point or something like that.
Oh, yeah, when she was pissing blood. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun and expensive. And I think that was because the food was garbage. Partially, anyway. Mrs. Sick would prefer to eat the pussy.
True.
Need to chuck her in the slow cooker. It makes the meat tender. Now, do we do that while she's still alive, staring at us with that look of betrayal? Asking since I just got information that there's a football club in Spain's third league that rebranded to Flat Earth FC. Oh God, I hope they're being ironic because that'd be hilarious.
Oh God, there was this company that made a gun or something, and they put it out as like a popular vote for what its name is going to be, and they settled on Yeet Cannon. Anyway, well, the public has spoken. I guess we're going to have to call it the Yeet Cannon.
Sorry, what was being named?
A gun. They made a new gun. this company made a new gun, and they put to the public that they wanted them to name it. And
at least they weren't like fucking the British government or whoever it was that wouldn't let the boat that the public voted on being called Boaty McBoatface. They were like, well, we can't call it that. And it's like, that's what you fucking asked. You said, oh, let's name it what the public want. The public wanted Boaty McBoatface, and you didn't like that. Well, you should fucking learn to respect democracy. Not that you're particularly good at that. Gunny McGunface.
Shoot him at shoot face.
Exactly. I mean, more than one person is Gunny McGunface. Yeah. Go.
That's a great name for a superhero.
I want a goat called Goatee McGoatface. Right. We have 7 minutes left of this stream, although technically I have to go 2 minutes in, so maybe 9 minutes left. Just letting you know. Do you remember NASA asking for the name of the next ISS module, and the audience voted for Colbert? They did then name a treadmill Colbert. Okay, no, I don't remember that. In fact, I don't think I even knew about it. I don't pay that much attention to what NASA do, as much as people tell me that that's all I do.
Pants.
Can I really buy alcohol on Amazon in my country? Not only can I buy alcohol on Amazon, I can get alcohol delivered within about 2 hours. If I went on Amazon right now, I could probably get it delivered before midnight. That's how fucking awesome Amazon Prime Now is in this country. That shit is fucking ridiculous. Usually quite decent.
I take better care of my dog than I take care of myself.
Yeah. What's the other one? Did you wash that can before you put it in the trash? I haven't even washed myself. You're asking me if I've washed the garbage. I'm a flat earther, confirmed. You don't follow NASA. Drinky McDrink face. Yeah, that's my new channel. Yeah. So probably going to start wrapping this up in a few minutes. I quit. I'm bored. You should be. These are terrible. Hence the name. Tried walking for 3 minutes to the liquor store. No, because there isn't a liquor. Well, there is a liquor store, but it closes at 9. So, you know, what's the point?
4chan named an apple drink. Hitler did nothing wrong. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Jesus. Yeah, unfortunately, the video has not been greenlit, and I'm pretty sure it hasn't even been confirmed in any way. And this is what drives me up. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Your current live stream. Thank you, YouTube. I'm there. I'm aware. I'm there. I'm handsome as fuck.
If the Earth is flat to solve global warming, why don't we just flip it over to the cool side like a pillow?
Oh, man.
All the water would fall off.
Yeah, dumbass. That's because the water falls off and it's just like infinitely stored. See you, Miss Sick and Chat. See you later, Magus Esper. Yeah. What are we looking at now? We've got 4 minutes or so. We have a liquor service in my country that sends me alcohol right to my door. There's another one. I think they're called the Booze Boys. They're on Facebook, and they're somewhat local, but they will drop you off basically any alcohol you want. It's basically just fast food delivery.
Fast beer.
Although in America, fast takeaway isn't as much of a thing. After talking to Indra about like Uber Eats, you have to pay for a taxi and then the food. And there's only a few companies that do it over here, and fucking hell is it a waste of money. The food is not that great, And then
it's usually from companies that are quite expensive anyway.
Yeah, it's usually from brands rather than just a local takeaway, local chip shop or something. So it's just not good value. We tried it once with a £10 off voucher, and fucking hell, we got a lot less food than we would have from just somewhere local. It wasn't that impressive either. The chips were fucking gross.
Yeah, a lot of it was gross.
The burger was like very okay. Not good, just okay. Shot down by the Trump Space Force. Do you know what? As much as I am not a big fan of Trump, a Space Force isn't the worst idea in the universe. Not from the perspective of fighting off aliens, but that if you can control space, like that's pretty strategic. I mean, I'm sure he'd fuck it up because he's Trump, and Trump is just fucking ridiculous meme.
Most chippies in Scotland sell drink.
Probably not supposed to. And also heroin.
And would you like some heroin with us, sir?
That's exactly how they speak too. Man, it's hot. Yeah. Oh. Absolutely boiling recently. Countries can't own space. Yes, but if you're just sort of there, then you can fight people off, can't you? US Armed Forces already had a space commander responsible for the important stuff done in orbit, which by contrast is demilitarized anyway. For the best thing was just was it Brianna Wu was talking about the strategic military applications of the moon and how you could just drop rocks from there and kill people. That was really fucking dumb.
I'll be here
Holy
till the
shit.
end, like always, but have a great week, Mr. Mistake. Oh, thank you, Fred. Hope you do too.
What Donnie did was just boot it up at a bunch of its own, now requiring a lot more expensive brass on the top and nothing changing otherwise. Yeah. Right. We are on the final minute. Hail Hydra, obviously. Why wouldn't we hail Hydra? They are our overlords. They are the Illuminati. Moon is a harsh mistress. Yes, it is indeed. It does a lot of bad things and a lot of good things, mostly to do with water. Orbital kinetic bombardment. Yeah, except you wouldn't be doing it.
Great sentence. I like that. It just works really well together.
It's just the fact that you wouldn't fucking be doing it from the moon. Moon basically is the Australia of Earth, and the prisoners rebel, shooting containers and rocks at the Earth until they get their own independence. Mr. and Mrs. Six said my name. Oh my god, you've probably made so much better accomplishments than that, Fred. Fuck me. Okay. Bye, it's 10. All right, see you later. If it's 10, it's 10. And 10 is the worst. Thank you all for coming. Hey, first-time listener to Certic Live Feed. Watch all your vids. Reminds me of CHL. Well, it's like Cool Hard Logic, except not good. I like to think a little bit funnier, though. And without bollocks stamped on the screen, although I have been tempted to use that once or twice. Anyway, yeah, we're going to wrap up now. Thanks for seeing you. Hopefully the video will be published. If it goes up between now and midnight, I'm going to publish it today. If it doesn't, then hopefully tomorrow.
Not you, just Mrs.
If they don't fucking do it by tomorrow, I'm going to have to whether or not I just publish it regardless. Because YouTube does not give a shit about YouTubers. It's really fun. Thank you very much. We will catch you next time. Bye.